So today I wanted to do something a bit different. I kind of wanted to just talk with y'all about like mental health and getting through things. So for me, my story is that I was a high school dropout who suffered from like severe drugs, addictions, lustfulness, and depression. Foremost, like depression and anxiety that really kind of tore apart like my family and the people that I loved. Um, and I kind of stopped caring about like things. I stopped caring about myself and like you know things just went bad. But the past like 4 or 5 years, I've like turned that around and kind of been able to overcome drug addictions, lustfulness, and depression. Nowadays I'm back in college, I have a 4.0, and I don't say that really to brag. I just say it because if some of y'all knew my past, you would never fucking believe that I had a 4.0 in math. Like this is not possible with the way that I was living. Um and I still struggle with like bits of depression and stuff, but I'm not like suicidal. And if I am, I don't like take it out. And so mental health is a huge issue, and I still struggle with it. Life doesn't get 100% better once you quit using drugs and alcohol, but at least you're not just using poison to fill that gap. Like some of y'all in college think alcohol, drugs, they're so fun, but like I've been through all that shit, and it might be fun for a while, but then you wake up like 4 years later and your life just passed you by and you haven't really gotten anywhere. And so there's a few like tips that I want to bring with y'all today to kind of teach you or at least explain like how I turned my life around and what happened to me. And so the first thing that I'll say is you got to get right with God. Um, and whether it's like you don't believe in God or you hate God, cuz some bad stuff has happened to you and maybe you have some resentments towards God, or maybe you don't like the church. Um, but the point is you need to like recognize that there's a greater force than you in the universe, right? So I think, getting right with God, the first step to doing that is recognizing that you are not God, right? And like you don't control the outcome of the universe. And so, if God doesn't work for you, maybe you should just like pray to the universe or pray to someone um greater than yourself and just listen and see what happens. Because that's what I did. I was, like, full on atheist, and I was desperate. I was like, "I don't wanna lust after girls anymore, like, I hate this, like, this is not right because 'cause they're human beings, it's not okay, it's not natural to, like, watch porn or whatever." And so I prayed, and it, like, changed my life. Obviously, it took, like, months for the prayers to get answered, but, I mean, it was a clear answer for me. Um, and then, besides that, there's a few other things. So, first thing is just like learn how to have fun when you're sober. So many people nowadays rely on alcohol and drugs to like have fun. And when they're not using that, they're just freaking over here like on their phones, texting, Snapchat, whatever. But they can't like go out and just have like a good time, you know? Or maybe they can, but Um, my point is learn what you enjoy that doesn't involve drugs, you know? Like get yourself a hobby or like a sport. It's even better if it's physical. So like for me, I found boxing and I would just box every day. And now I like go to the gym with my friends. But having a sport, it could be skiing, it could be whatever. Um, that can help take your mind out of things and help you an outlet to like start living life again. On life's terms. And then the other thing that I'll say is have goals, like have aspirations, figure out what you wanna do, like, what kind of good greatness you want to achieve in this life, and then go for it. Don't let failure hold you back, and don't give up on your dreams, you know? Like, for me, I want to do big things in math and physics, and I used to want to, like, make a new energy source for humanity, and, those dreams, I haven't given up on those dreams, you know? Like, I've chased that dream since, like, freshman year of college, and it's been, like, 4 years, um, and if I can turn that 4 years into 40 years, then, who knows what could happen. But the point is, you have to, like, believe in yourself, that you can truly achieve your goals and your aspirations, but then that's not enough, you actually have to work for it, you know? Like, you gotta get off the couch, you gotta kind of put away those things, whether it's drugs, alcohol, Netflix, YouTube, you know, social media, Instagram, or the smartphone. You gotta, like, sacrifice all those comforts to achieve greatness, right? Because to really be good at something, you have to put in a lot of time and dedication. And I'm sorry, but at least in my experience, things like Netflix, things like YouTube, they just sap your inspiration, they sap your motivation. And you're never gonna like for me, I'm never gonna discover some new thing in physics if I've watched every season of The Office on freaking Netflix like 5 times. Okay. And I've already done that, but like, you get the point. So yeah, that's my advice. So 3 things is get right with God, um, find ways to have fun while you're sober, including sports, and then have a goal, have goals and aspirations, and like never give up on them. Follow through with them. All right, I hope that helped y'all out, and yeah, have a wonderful new year.